Well, this video is going to have a quick look at the roots that we use to find the percentages of a number. And it's remembering that we do two things to find any percentage of any number. At some point, we divide by 100, and that's essentially finding 1%. And we then multiply the number that we find a percentage of by the percentage itself. So there's three roots to it. The first root involves us dividing by 100 at the start. For instance, dividing the 5,200 by 100 to make 52. We divide by 100 at the end, so we do the multiplication first and then divide the answer by 100. And then we have root 3, which is the trickier root, where our divided by 100 is two lots of divided by 10. So, for instance, 46% of 460, we divide 460 by 10, this is 46. We work out our answer, we divide that by 10 as well, and that gets us our 46% of 460. Let's look at each root in a bit more detail. So root 1 is us dividing by 100 at the start. So we've got 74%. We've got 74% of 2,300. What we'll do first is 2,300 divided by 100. That gives us our 1%, and that answer is 23. We'll then multiply the 23 by the percentage, 74. And we'll do this with lattice, 74 multiplied by 23, and set up our grid. And we work out our multiplications. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. We add up the columns, 2 units, 10 tenths, that's 100. How many hundreds? 400, 200, 400 and 200, 600. And one more is 700. And we've got our thousands there. So 74, and that is our answer. 74% of 2,300 is 1,702. Root 2 is where we divide by 100 at the end once we've done our multiplication. So we'll do our multiplication first this time. And it's asking us to find 36% of 79. So let's do the multiplication first. 36 multiplied by 79. Of course, you might have another approach of multiplying, and that is fine as well, as long as it is accurate. We make our grids, and we do our multiplications. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 9 is 54. Is 54. 3 times 7 is 21. And 3 times 9 is 27. We add up the columns. And we've got 4 units. We've got 14 tens. We carry the 100. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hundreds, and we've got 2,844. So having done the multiplication first, root 2 means that we do the divide by 100 at the end. Because 2,844 is certainly not 36% of 79. So 2,844 we now need to divide by 100. And we move it 2 spaces to the right. That will give us 28.44. So 36% of 79 is 28.44. Here is root 3. Here we've got 48% of 530. And root 3 is taking the divide by 100 that we need to do and breaking it into 2 divided by 10s. It's 2 divided by 10s because if you think about it, 10 times 10 is 100. So it's just remembering that, and that's why this works. So what we'll do first is 530 divided by 10. And that gives us 53. We can then multiply the 53 by 48. And once more, we do the lattice method. When you set up the grid, you work out the answers. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 8 is 24. 5 times 4 is 20. Make sure it looks like a 20. And 5 times 8 is 40. So we then work out our column's answers. We've got 4 units, we've got 4 tens, we've got 5 hundredths, and we've got 2 thousandths. The last thing we do is divide our answer by 10. That's the second divided by 10. And 2,544 divided by 10 is 254.4. So, coming back to our question, 48% of 530 is 254.4. There are your 3 roots, and below are a few questions for you to practice each root on. Thank you for watching.